Okay lah, here's the top 3 news in Malaysia today. I know some of you are thinking, title say top 5 right? But what to do? This week no news, so I only got top 3 for you lah. At number 1 is of course going to be the contest for the number 2 position in PKR between Nurul, Izzah and Rafizi. Before the election started, Anwar said that the number 1 and number 2 position won't be contested. If you ask me why he said that, my answer is because Malaysia got bad habit lah. From PKR to Bersatu, to DAP, to MCA, to MIC, to whichever party lah. The top guy always don't want to compete. Even the Reformasi party is also like that. It is pathetic, but what to do? That is the truth. Anyway, after Anwar said that, the division level election in PKR started, where many of the divisional leader aligned to Rafizi, including big shots, were defeated. Before Rafizi's allies bit the dust, Nurul, Izzah, Anwar's daughter, had declared that she was going to make a comeback into politics. But at that time, she only said she was going for the vice president post lah. After the division level election, however, probably after seeing Rafizi's allies bite the dust, Nurul, Izzah changed her mind and is now gunning for the number 2 position against Rafizi. So, what about Anwar saying that the top 2 position won't be contested, you ask? Well, according to Machiavelli, a prince should never lack an excuse to break his promise. If you follow that logic, I suppose you can think of Anwar as a prince of politics lah. I leave it at that. Anyway, back to Nurul, Izzah and Rafizi. In the contest between Nurul, Izzah and Rafizi, everybody, including me, are pretty sure that Nurul, Izzah will win hands down. There's a lot of reasons why we believe this, but the bottom line is everybody believes that Nurul, Izzah will surely win. So how is Rafizi taking it? From the looks of it, he's taking it very badly lah. Since he found out Nurul, Izzah is challenging him, he has been throwing tantrums and suffering from emotional breakdown. From saying he will quit as a minister, to threatening to speak out against the government and PKR also, to saying that PKR will surely lose the general election, to calling Nurul, Izzah winning is equal to nepotism, to saying that the PKR divisional election where his allies lost was mishandled. Every day, Rafizi is throwing a new tantrum and getting more and more emotional. But regardless of his tantrums or emotional breakdown, it still looks like on PKR election day on May 23rd, Nurul, Izzah will win, easily win, and be the new number 2 in PKR. At number 2, Petronas and Petros are getting closer and closer to coming to blow. To those of you who just want to know about what is going on with Petronas and Petros in a simple way, without getting bogged down by details like PDA 1974, OMO 1958, DGO 2016, or MA 63, this is all you need to know. There are 2 sides. One side has Anwar, Putrajaya and Petronas on it, and on the other side, you have Abang Jo, Sarawak State Government and Petros on it. The Putrajaya side is saying that all the oil and gas found in Malaysia belongs to Malaysian, while the Sarawak side is saying that all the oil and gas found in Sarawak belongs to Sarawak. They are quarreling today to prove who is right. From 2018 until around the middle of 2024, Putrajaya was weak and dependent on Sarawak. So when Sarawak said that the oil and gas in Sarawak belongs to Sarawak, Putrajaya also said, yes, you're right, I'm wrong. Sorry for keeping all your oil for myself, and I promise I'll return your oil and gas to you ASAP. But since the middle of 2024, in the hands of Anwar, Putrajaya has been getting stronger. So now when Sarawak is saying that all the oil and gas in Sarawak belongs to Sarawak, Putrajaya is now saying, wait a minute, on second thoughts, shouldn't all the oil and gas in Malaysia belong to Malaysians? In December last year, Abang Jo and Anwar said that they had already resolved the dispute, but it turns out their dispute was not actually resolved because Petros and Petronas are still fighting even after Abang Jo and Anwar claim that they have reached an agreement. Right now, Petronas and Petros have a court case between them, and at the end of last April, US firm ConocoPhillips pulled out of a 13.7 billion oil and gas project in Sarawak because of the Petronas and Petros problem. Last Sunday, on 13 May lah. Abang Joe said that Anwar and him already have come out to an agreement for the second time, and Anwar will announce the agreement in 2 more days. But today is 18 May already, but Anwar still has not announced anything. Considering everything, I think that even if Anwar announces something after this, his announcement is not going to settle the problem between Petronas and Petros lah. And we can expect the problem between Petronas and Petros to continue to worsen in the foreseeable future. At number 3, we have Ramasamy being charged with graft. Last week, ex-Deputy Chief Minister of Penang Ramasamy and the current head of the Indian-based political party Urime was charged with 17 counts of graft amounting to around 850k. Ramasamy has now joined the ranks of Najib, Said Hamidi, Sheikh Sadiq, Lim Guan Eng and Mahathir to become the latest head of a political party or a former head of a political party that have been implicated with graft. As expected, Ramasamy, like every other politician who has been implicated with graft, is also saying that he's innocent, that he did nothing wrong, that not a single cent went to his pocket, that he was just helping people, just facing political prosecution. He is also bravely saying that the political prosecution that he's enduring is a blessing in disguise because it will make him more popular among the Indians. I don't know about that. Be it Indian or otherwise, any show of support for Ramasamy is conspicuous in its absence. As a rule, in this sort of matter, the public tends to complain about selective prosecution, not wrongful prosecution. When MACC charges a politician for graft, the public almost never believes that the authorities set them up. Instead, we only wonder why they are charging the politician that lose power or not in favor of the powers that be, while those in power or those who have the favor of the powers that be don't seem to be suffering from the same fate. Anyway, despite what he believes, Ramasamy will have to do much more to win in the court of public opinion, because so far it looks like his graft charges is going to bury his standing amongst the public and the Indian community, not enhance it. Hey, if you're hearing this, it means you have watched this video until the end, right? If you have watched it until the end, give it a like lah. If you can subscribe, comment or share, even better. Take care, have a good day and see you soon.